Xin chào tất cả các bạn, chào mừng các bạn đã quay trở lại với video của mình. Và dành cho những ai mà chưa biết mình là ai thì mình xin được tự giới thiệu. Mình là Kha, mình là một hướng dẫn viên du lịch quốc tế. Và hiện tại mình đang làm gia sư tiếng Anh ở Hà Nội tại nhà, dành cho các bạn sinh viên và học sinh. Vì vậy nếu mà các bạn nào mà có những vấn đề về ngữ pháp tiếng Anh thì các bạn cũng có thể liên hệ với mình thông qua thông tin mà mình sẽ để ở dưới phần mô tả của cái video này. Có thể hiện tại bây giờ các bạn đang thắc mắc là tại sao trong cái video lần này mình lại sử dụng tiếng Việt. Thì thực ra thì mình chỉ muốn nói rằng là mình sử dụng tiếng Anh trong cái video bởi vì là mình có rất là nhiều người bạn nước ngoài, những người mà quan tâm đến cái nội dung mà mình làm. Vì thế cho nên là mình đã quyết định sử dụng tiếng Anh hầu hết trong tất cả các cái video. Và có một cái lý do mà nó đơn giản hơn là mình coi đây là một cái cơ hội rất là thiết thực để mình có thể trau dồi cái khả năng nói tiếng Anh của mình trước khi cái đại dịch nó kết thúc. Vậy thôi. Ok, bây giờ chúng ta sẽ bắt đầu vào video nhé. So in today's video, I'll be talking about 7 reasons why you must consider hiring a tutor to study English. Alright, without further ado, let's jump straight into the video. We all know how easy it is to sit in a room full of students, letting our classmates answer the questions, do all the groundwork for us. Meanwhile, we imagine how fun it is to play computer games, what's for lunch, what's for dinner. We all know that we barely learn things well by being such a passive student in class. Once you enter a room with a tutor, you're gonna have to speak and have a conversation, which means you have to actively engage in the lesson. And this kind of engagement face to face is way more effective. At school, your child may not always feel comfortable asking questions about their problems in front of their classmates, whereas they're only a tutor and a student in a room, so there's no point in hesitating to ask. Students feel much more comfortable asking questions because none of their classmates are nearby to overhear what they're struggling with. Since there are no other students around them to compare themselves with, the anxiety of self-awareness is certainly gone and give students the freedom of attending to their own curiosities. A tutor will often use the first lesson as a test to judge students' strengths and weaknesses, as well as discuss about their learning goals. So in order that we can build an individualized learning program. Another benefit of tailored teaching is pace. I still remember myself being left behind when I was at school. I was said to be poor and I was ashamed with my friends and my neighbors around just because I was supposed to be a bad student. But that thing will never happen to you if you have a private tutor, because he or she will ensure that you fully understand an aspect of the course before moving on, meaning that the course is taught at the student's pace. So this must be one of the most common reasons for parents and students to keep seeking help from a private tutor. I'm sure that nobody wants to be left behind, but sadly this happens too much nowadays because of the nature of teaching. Although this is not necessarily the fault of the teacher or the school, but I think having an academic support can make a huge difference for those people who are falling behind. There's just no choice for you to choose whom to be your teacher at school. This is not necessarily a bad thing. Whoever the teacher may be, they still have to stick with the syllabus. Fortunately, when it comes to private tuition, the choice is just yours, and since English is a popular subject, there are plenty of tutors out there if your teacher's methods aren't your cup of tea. A lot of times I actually work with students and it's not always an academic issue that they're facing. It's sometimes confidence issue, and having someone that is closer in their age to talk to and to get advice from or be able to relate with them, we can kind of navigate the way for them to really understand what's important and what's not. Alright, calm down guys. I know you're like, what the heck are you talking about, dude? Private tuition costs so much more than a class. I know guys, but let me break it down for you. Is it worth spending a lot of money after months or even years and you understand nothing because you are already falling behind and you're kind of a passive student? You want to study, but you just don't know where to start. And teachers need to move on when most of kids get the idea of the lesson. There's only one teacher and they just can't pay attention equally to every single kid. If you study with a tutor and you work hard, then try your best to get as much knowledge from him or her as possible, because afterwards you can possibly study by yourself. And if you can study by yourself, you gotta keep doing that because that works out so well for me. So those are my thoughts on studying. Please let me know what you think in the comment section. And if you like this video, please give me a like, a share, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Peace.